We're going to take a look at it from a side angle. Most of our analysis we do from a back angle, but you have some stuff going on that just makes this a better angle to check things out from.
Okay.
And so the things we're going to be focusing on here are what is referred to typically as the trophy pose or loaded position with the body. This is the key primary thing that we're going to focus on first, is two different main elements. One is the rotation of the body backwards. So we begin by seeing Roger's logo facing towards us. And as he goes back to toss, you'll see that once he reaches his fully loaded position, if you take out of the equation the verticalness, which we're going to talk about next, you'll see that he's turned his hips and his shoulders so that that logo is now pointing back towards the back fence, maybe about 45-degree angle, kind of towards the corner. But he's rotated his body laterally from a sideways position at the beginning of his motion to turning his chest back towards where the camera would be, back right behind him. And now the other element that's really, really important is the vertical alignment that he has with his body. There's a straight line from his dominant elbow across his chest.
Yep.
And then his tossing arm is extended more vertical than that. And so the two combine to align the plane of his shoulders up towards the ball in a vertical direction, which is really important, especially for a serve like this where he's going to hit a kick serve, which we're going to compare his topspin serve to your topspin serve. A vertical swing path is super, super critical. So, starting position. You guys do have a lot of similarities, but the biggest difference is your trophy pose, which is right here. Yeah. So you're in kind of a modified YMCA position here, and so
Fortunately, it's the Y.
So. And so the main thing here is we just have you're actually a little inverted downwards, but this is really typical. You're very flat and very horizontal, but there's a huge difference in how your bodies are aligned. Yours is extremely lateral. Roger's is very vertical, and the other part of it is the chest alignment or the body alignment. You'll see that your chest is facing straight towards the camera, whereas his has rotated and turned to face more towards the back, and yours is straight on. So these two things, we're gonna just highlight these two things for right now. We will talk about more. I'll move forwards a little bit. This is the strongest part of your motion, is your arm motion. You have really good shoulder flexibility, and your racket drop is super, super strong. And so you get to a very loaded position with your arm and your shoulder, which is great. There's other things we're gonna improve, but this position right here with your arm and your shoulder is something we can really ramp up probably very quickly when we get other stuff in alignment in the right direction. So we're gonna get you in a little bit different alignment to use the big parts of your body more effectively. And if we pair that with how well you're using your arm and your shoulder, then I think there's a lot more potential that you have to unlock. Let's start off in your initial kind of starting position. And all we're gonna do is just isolate that trophy pose position. And so I'm gonna ask you to go from your starting position back to your trophy pose. And I'm just gonna kind of help position you and align you in the right spot. And we'll kind of take one step at a time. So just kind of picture in your mind what we saw from Roger. Go ahead and go back to that position and then hold it for me. And I'm just gonna help. Yeah, that's already a pretty good start. So pretty good vertical alignment here. The part we're missing is this rotation with the chest. And so from Megan's position, what we're gonna look for is to be able to see this logo from her position. So just kind of take inventory of where you're at right now, and then go ahead and reset.
It's way over there.
Good job with your body. Just one adjustment here. As you go up, I'd love to see you hit that loaded position with the tip of your racket pointing upwards instead of downwards.
So
just go ahead.
Back.
Yep. So I'd love to see you here. Before you were setting up in this position. Yeah.
Okay. So just here.
Yep. bit more rotation back towards the back curtain. Turn your chest back to face me, just a little bit more. Yes, yep. So here is one of your last ones that Megan got from the side. You can see how now things are starting to...
Get the right line.
Yeah. So we're in a pretty good spot now. From amateur athletes, what I'm looking for is a pretty straight line across the chest and up to the left arm. Roger's doing a little bit of bonus kind of stretching of the front part of his core to really get into an aggressive, loaded position with his ab muscles and his core. We don't need to get quite to that aggressive of a position. We just want to get some kind of vertical alignment, and this is a good step in the right direction. Early on, you were aligning your trophy pose with a dropped position, which is I really want to be super clear on that. That is not the position that we want the racket to be in at your trophy pose. This position right here would be a super premature drop of the racket. It would be the equivalent of, on your forehand, turning to the side and just bringing your racket down here.
Okay.
Right, and then like, okay guys, I'm ready to hit the ball, and then just swing forwards. The whole point of starting with the racket head up is to build momentum and swing speed around the motion, which is why Roger starts in this position here. So that when he starts to push with his legs and rotate with his chest, that's when the racket comes down. And so the racket doesn't hit that bottom position until his chest has already made a half a turn up towards the ball. Does that make sense? And so this is very much a pull. We've been talking about pulls from your ground stroke perspective, from your backhand volley perspective. You mentioned it on your forehand volley. It's the same principle here, but in a vertical direction. All right, so we're going to practice this just a few more times, and then we're going to start to incorporate it into the upward swing towards the ball. So let's just go from your starting position back to that trophy pose a few more times, please. That's nice, Jeff. Better job with the chest on that last one. Yep. Yep, 2 more. Last one. Good. So now that we've worked hard to familiarize yourself with the starting position, now I'd love for you to really slowly and deliberately transition from this to just going through the rest of the motion. And it may feel totally out of sync and discombobulated, and that's totally fine. I'll help you out along the way. But priority number 1 is just hit that same position that you just did. In fact, it'd be great for you to kind of take a little bit of a pit stop there, kind of make sure, okay, yeah, I got it, and then slowly go through the rest of your swing. Jeff, it's looking really good. Keep the tempo. Would like to see just a little bit more tilt, with the plane of your shoulders. Nice, nice, yep.
That's good.
That's it. Yep. Go ahead and kind of calibrate that for your benchmark position now. And we're just kind of really narrow our focus and have this be the primary thing right now, which is looking good. It's looking nice. So our next step forward is going to be to incorporate a fake toss, which both Kevin and Megan did with you on the ground strokes. I'm going to toss, I'm just going to find the right spot to put the ball up, and we want to see you stick to this execution with the distraction of a ball being up in the air that I put up there. All right, so a couple shadows for me. Make sure you can get back to that tilted position. Yep, yeah, that looks nice. Let's do 2 more of those. And then after the second one, I'm going to put up a toss. I want you to keep the same rhythm, the same speed, the same position. Same position. Good. So just to set a benchmark here. All right. Yeah, good. Nice job. Nice job.
Ignore that ball.
Awesome.
Be the ball.
All right, great job. Let's just put in a few more of these reps, and then I'm going to have you start toss to yourself, but off to the side. We're not going to hit a ball yet. Good. Let's do 2 more of those. And just really be mindful of the angle you're creating with your shoulders. And then when you toss that ball up, that is your only objective, is just recreate that same angle with your shoulders. Nothing else matters. Okay, good, 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 good. I was most of the way there. Nice, Jeff. Good, yeah. Last 2 or 3 have been some of the best so far. Let's get another 1 or 2 of those. It's another 2 in a row. I think. Nice, good job. Again. I think I'm about ready to have him try to hit the ball.
No, I agree.
It's gonna be really interesting to see what happens. It always is. Nice. Yeah, I think you strung together like the last 4 or 5 or so. Really solid. Here's your last one. That's great.
Okay.
Third to last one. So this is exactly what we want. All right, so here's what we're gonna do, Jeff. You're gonna go from a shadow swing with no toss to a fake toss with practice to toss and a hit. With all our goal is to get all 3 alignments in the same, Usain Bolt style. No problem.
Got this.
Yep. Good, good, good. Oh, okay, all right, good, good. Nice job. Let me show you real quick, and then we'll go right back to it. I think that's pretty good. I think your practice one was the deepest out of the 3. But that's looking really nice, yeah. So here's the practice. Just a little short on the fake toss. Still really good though. Yeah, and just a little short on the hit. Good, really good step in the right direction though. So this is the hit. It's not as deep as the shadow, so we still have a little bit of work to do, but a big step in the right direction. It's looking much more athletic. The way your body is loading and kind of sprung to unwind.
Can you start off? Because the biggest thing is trying to figure out how to get you to keep this angle. So I want you to actually start off in this position. I don't know if it might tinker with your timing, but the whole idea of starting in this position and seeing if you can just start off 1 rep like this and keep that position, next rep, and then next rep. I literally want you, I don't care if the ball goes straight up, but I want you to have this idea of really stretching up. Okay? Thanks. Oh, go ahead. So the very first one, we're just going to start with the racket up and really try to create that shape. Yeah, good. Even let's see if, yeah, good. And when you swing, like go ahead and swing again. I want you to have the swinging path going up. It's almost like if you're going to throw and hit the ceiling. Don't even worry about forward. Yes. Okay. Okay.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Yeah. I'm curious about the last one.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, the difference between just continued lifting that tossing arm.
That was good.
Yeah.
If you want to do your full
Yeah.
swing, you can.
Yeah.
Go for it. Ooh. Was it better? I want to see the left arm there. Yeah. That's a lot better.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the left arm, even from the previous one, not from the previous one, but the ones before we started really focusing on it, was further down. I think you're doing a much better job of going up.
Yeah. That left arm being up makes your body go this direction because you're not, you can't, it feels weird to be up here and then go forward, you know? So kind of can kill two birds with one stone a little bit.
Yeah, wow.
Ian, you have to come see this.
Yeah,
You're an artist.
Awesome.
That left arm's a lot better in
Yeah.
For sure.
the position.
Yeah, it's looking really strong.
yeah, and just seeing how your body's, I mean, yeah, that's
No, it's going up.
up.
That's,
Oh, nice.
yeah. That's a big difference. Once you get the timing of it,
Yeah.
that's going to make a huge difference in your ability to coil and actually add that power by going up. That's awesome. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Good. Here's Ian in.
That was quick
shot.
movements. Oh, that was actually going in. Sorry about that. Oh, there you go.